Welcome back to Champion News Talk Radio, brought to you by championnews.net. We are your choice for the conservative voice. And, the Democrats, they voted as expected, like a herd of cows. And, Jim, we were talking about something over the break about the IMA's support of Democrats. What is that? I'd like to know a little more.
We probably don't know all the politics behind the thing, but there were two Democrats. One was a Democratic senator, Mike Jacobs, who was a clown down in Springfield. He's the guy that was caught punching one of our guys on the Senate floor and got away with it. But he's a clown. But he was given $60,000 right at the end of the race and we had a great candidate, Bill Albrecht, who's a decorated Marine, Secret Service guy, worked for the country protecting our presidents for many years, and a great man.
And the polls showed him in the lead.
The whole time, start to finish. And but Greg Bays with the IMA gave Mike Jacobs $60,000 at the end.
Greg Bays is the president of the Illinois Manufacturers Association that I've belonged to off and on for the last 60 years. It used to be a good organization, but listen to what Mr. Bays did.
Manufacturers, that sounds like private sector free market.
That's right.
That's right. And Mr. Jacobs has supported many regulation and many attacks that doesn't help manufacturing.
Terrible for business.
So we decided to look up his record of voting for the things that are important to the Illinois Manufacturers Association. And we found out that he has a very mediocre record, and there were all kinds of senators that voted much more in favor of the IMA than he did.
And we had vetted this very good guy that suddenly $60,000 was put in of the money that the members of the IMA...
1/5 of all their money went to this guy. And there were all kinds of senators and state reps that voted much better, way far better, significantly better than this guy.
And this guy Bays, and he's arrogant enough for two, because I've run into him for a long time, because I've been a member as a businessman of the IMA.
I mean, you're a manufacturing business.
Now, we will be told that he does what his board wants him to do. But as you know, Jack, he's the guy at the top.
He's running. That guy's as arrogant as anybody I've found in 2 feet.
And he makes the recommendations to the board anyway.
Now, is this IMA a PAC, or is this a...
No, it's not. It's got a PAC as a subsidiary, and that's how he took the members' money contributions to that PAC, and he directed that go not only to Jacobs, but to another left-wing Democrat as well.
Elaine Neckritz going against
What was she? She was the one that was pushing the crazy pension schemes that have busted the state of Illinois. And Greg Bays pumps money into her as well.
That's right.
A Democrat.
That's right.
Part of the principal cause of the difficulties we're in. What's the matter with Mr. Bays?
Okay,
What did we do? What would we do with it? There are 700 and some odd members of the IMA.
7,000.
Pardon me, 7,000 members of the IMA. And we sent a letter out, nice 2-page letter. We just described to all of the members of the IMA what their leader had just done.
And that's right. And we're getting responses back in support of that letter, Jack. And I wouldn't be surprised. My brother, by the way, who's a member, when he learned about it, he told me he's going to resign and he's never going to join that organization again.
The IMA.
That's right.
It's a storied, wonderful organization that did a lot of good in the past. But in terms of elections, in recent years, it's been worthless. And it needs a new leader.
So what is the Illinois Manufacturing Association? What is it? It's an organization. What's it like? What is it akin to?
Of manufacturing, and they do lobbying on behalf of manufacturers. So they should be lobbying in favor of less regulation,
deregulation,
less taxes, things that should create jobs. And they're just doing the opposite by giving money to a guy like Mike Jacobs. What sense does that make? The only thing that makes sense, and it's not good, but Mike Jacobs' father is a highly paid lobbyist for ComEd. Mike Jacobs is head of the Energy Committee in Springfield. And guess who's one of the top contributors to the IMA? The ComEd people. So that's the only connection, and it stinks to high heaven.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the wrong kind of politics of buying influence that's going on there. Most business groups would not do a thing like that.
Michael.
No.
Well, this certainly speaks to corporate cronyism. They start seeing the course that Illinois is going in, so they jump on that bandwagon to try to get some tax breaks here, or to get this, or to get that, and that's exactly what he's trying to do. But that's one of the things that hurt this country and hurt Illinois when you get the business and the government come together in collusion. Because once again, the taxpayers, who the politicians are supposed to represent, are completely removed from the equation. We've already been removed from the equation because of the IEA.
Well, you know what? This is more of a tangled web than my brain can even deal with.
You know, there's one thing about it. We've had a big defeat politically here, and you might think that we're soreheads finding excuses.
Sour grapes is what I saw on Facebook.
Yeah, but it isn't. This is what we have been fighting all along, and that it was triumphant was because the top end of the Republican Party under Mr. Rutherford never presented any coattails to us, and that our leadership at the top was missing.
Well, Illinois is broke, and the reason why Illinois is broke is because of Illinois pensions. So I'm going to take the opportunity now to promote this great book, Illinois Pension Scam. It ain't over. This stuff is certainly only beginning, because now with the supermajority, Madigan and the whole thing is going to probably raise your taxes more. But remember, the Democrat constituency from James Carville, you're just like a herd of cows, Democrats. Real easy to prod you.